Hey, welcome to the Wine and Life Club Vintners Series. There you go. All right, here we go.
Keep going. Keep going. You're on a roll. You know, how many of you still there? Did I lose you? Did he lose you? Have you been lost for a long time? How long have you felt that way? Tell me about your mother. Okay, that's for the Vintners Series, August of 2016. August already, 2016. 4 years
August already.
after the world.
You know what August means? That we're almost done, or at least started wrapping up the Christmas catalog.
So that's like a Latin word?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, this is, we're getting rid of all the food baskets.
You mean you're getting rid of them?
Only wine baskets. Wine-only baskets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How come?
Because the difficulties we had getting those things cross-country and the shipping them and the people, it was just, and you know what? Guess what people like to buy from us?
Wine.
Yeah, exactly. Shocker.
Let me think. So, okay.
So how about that?
How about that?
So we're excited about it because we took the pictures last week and they look really good. So here's a new, totally new player. I don't know where he got a hold of us. Guy's name is Jacob. He says, "Hey, I've got these wonderful wines. Can I send them to you?" And of course, you get that all the time, right?
Wow.
But they are wonderful and they're very reasonable. So in this case, the shelf price is $20. You get more for $12.99. This is a full-on, cab, big, right?
Delicious. Well, it's not over the top. It's interesting. It says wine keeper's cut. Is this a steak or is it wine? I mean, I don't get it. But okay, wine keeper's.
I guess it
cut.
has something to do with this is that.
Yeah, projection like the old movies.
And I thought maybe the J is backwards, maybe spelled it wrong or something.
You never know.
But look at the glass, big glass, right?
Yeah, no, expensive package.
Lots of cassis in there, like fruit forward Cabernet, but a little bit of oak in there. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's
going to be
$20.
very popular, actually.
$12.99 on the shelf. The reorder price is killer. That's a 94 for me.
See, I had to look at these and go, all right. You
It's a
walk into
94
the
for him,
market.
too.
Huh?
It's a 94 for
Oh,
him.
I didn't catch that. You walk in the market, you see a floor stack of one of the big brands, whatever it is, the entry level of the Candle Jackson for $12.99. It doesn't compare.
I'm changing mine to 95. I like it
Whoa.
more. I like it more on the second sip.
Well, yeah, it's opening up.
That's really important too. I mean, when you consider that it goes through a bottle of wine goes through a lot to get in the bottle. I mean, it's just forced in there, and then it goes through the bottling line, et cetera, and then it's thrown in and I literally mean thrown into a box, and they get shaken up, and it's how would you feel if that happened to you? And so
it does happen to me.
So what? Yeah, but obviously you're the same. So what happens is it goes through what they call bottle shock. They even made a movie about it, even though it had nothing to do with bottle shock.
It did, though.
Well, anyway, it had to do with the Paris tasting in '76. Thank you. So anyway, this wine probably was just bottled recently, and every time I taste it, it gets better. So there you go. So I'm doing a 95. We're doing a 95.
But you're right. The second sip and the third sip were like, wow, lots of what is that? Not cranberry, but boysenberry in there.
Mark the date down. He said I was right.
Yeah, you sound like Sandra. You never say I'm right.
I think that's a good thing. That's his wife, by the way, who I adore. Go ahead. Next.
J'adore.
J'adore.
As we say in French. Where's the cork for that? I don't know.
It wasn't my turn to watch it. I don't know.
Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs, blah, 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 blah.
That sounds like you. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, I think we did this Torrontes
Oh, God, I love the
5
smell
years
of this.
ago.
Yeah.
This is a great importer.
I know. I didn't remember it, and I said, "Where did I get this information?" Oh, we read it. We did it a while ago. So
I think
this is
Noir?
this is such a great grape. Torrontes,
Is this
absolutely
salted?
delicious.
It's got that North Mendoza character. This guy's great. He's on the East Coast. He came to visit us a couple months ago, and
Good night. Kisses.
Doesn't stop. This is such a unique and delicious grape, Torrontes, from Argentina. It's indigenous to Argentina, and it's their most famous white wine. I think it is a descendant of Viognier because it has a lot of that kind of
that nose,
peach
for sure.
nectar sort of component that Viognier, but then it goes completely off into almost a grassiness like Sauvignon Blanc. So you got all these things going on, and they're great values. I mean, $18 on the shelf, and then $11.99 on a reorder price is killer for this.
this is not cloying like some can be, because you get that wonderful, all that tropical and all that character, and then sometimes you're expecting that, but this has got a great acidic finish with either some citrus in there. It's just really, it's gripping at the end, when they're not always gripping at the end.
Raw oysters, man. Give me some Kumamotos and a bottle of this, and don't bother me.
Kumamoto, isn't that a tractor?
No, Kumamoto is the best oyster there is.
Wow, this is the one you want to smell.
You just want to keep doing it, you know. I mean, this is a 97. I love this wine. Man, it's very exotic too.
I wouldn't call it a Chardonnay lover's alternative, because Chardonnay lovers aren't going to like this.
I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far.
You'd be surprised.
Would you go that far? I wouldn't go
I would go that far.
You know, you don't agree with anything. I tell you you're right one time, and then that's it. You don't agree with me.
Well, the day is young.
It's early.
And so am I.
I've never been so insulted all my life. It's early yet.
I'll work harder next time. All right, now this was actually a fun wine to write about when they finally told me who is James Mitchell. There, first of all, there is no James Mitchell. Well, it's named after the two iconic people that started.
James and Mitchell. Yeah,
two guys whose first names were James and Mitchell. Right. Turns out they're working for Lang Twins, which we do a lot of.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they work for Lang Twins now. They sold the name.
Wait a minute, are you serious? This smells like Lang Twins. This reminds me of the Lang Twins wines. Their Cabernet.
Well, it comes from the same area. It comes from Lodi,
That is so wow. So go ahead, continue. I'm sure it was very interesting. Well, what were you going to say?
Wow, this is really big though. This is bigger than the Lang Twins. Lang Twins is a little more elegant. This is got a little more moxie going to it. Boy, it's delicious. What a price too, $12.99 on
What
the
a
year.
contrast though, isn't it fun? Because this is all fruit and cranberries and boysenberries, and this is like oak and spice and clove.
Exactly, spice is the operative word there. And clove, which I'm not a big fan of. I like clove as long as nobody tells me I can't figure out it's in there. But as an addition, it's terrific. And this is delicious.
By the way, last night at this restaurant we had sous vide beef cheek.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that sounds like him.
I mean, you could cut it with
a toothpick.
You could have just done this.
Yeah, I know. You just look at it, and it sort of separates.
97. No, I'll give it 96.
Ooh, look
96,
at it. Too late. It's already indelibly etched in stone.
Great.
I'm not arguing that. It's really a terrific bottle.
Nice charred New York.
Yeah, a bone-in, prime aged New York.
So, now tell me about this James Mitchell character, because here's a white wine from him.
Okay. Nothing. It's just that they're still close friends. The owner, the winery James Mitchell now, the brand is owned by Cotornu, the largest producer of sparkling wine in the world in Spain, and they've also been in business since 1539. Which is almost as long as the wine of the month.
$3.39 today.
almost as long as the wine of the month.
Lodi also.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a full-bodied Sauvignon Blanc.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that is delicious. You get that. It's a totally different Sauvignon Blanc than you would get from New Zealand. There's no gooseberry. There's not that grapefruit. There's this white nectarine sort of component.
Complete departure from Napa, Sonoma.
Absolutely.
I really like it.
Delicious. Well, Sauvignon Blanc is so expressive in so many different ways from so many different places, and yet it's still good. $16 on the shelf is a killer price. $11.99 a reorder, and I'm doing a 95.
What is that?
We're doing a 95.
Tastes like Fruit Loops. It's a Lucky Charms.
It's so funny you say that. I go, yeah, it does.
It has some really funny fruit flavors.
So that's our show for today for the August Vintners Series 2016. You didn't know he did sign language. Unfortunately, it's no sign anybody can understand.